Hello friends, welcome back again to my channel. Today we will discuss an advanced writing skill, invitation drafting. The question will be asked in the CBSE paper for 4 marks as per the latest curriculum uploaded by CBSE on the website. We will discuss the invitation writing in detail, its format, its marking scheme. Then we will see some sample answers. So let us start. First of all, we should know what is an invitation. Invitation is a printed request on a card requesting some person to attend a particular function. Function could be a party, wedding, some feast, or any kind of celebration you are having at your home or some specified venue. We all are aware of invitation cards, but it could also be in form of a letter to invite our friends or close relatives. So we should be aware that invitation could be in the form of a letter, not only in the form of a card we are receiving for the marriages or for the birthdays or for some kind of celebration nowadays, which is very common. For CBSE purpose, there are two kind of invitations. First, the kind of invitation we are receiving nowadays at our homes, that is formal invitation. In the other specified format for our relatives and close friends, that is informal invitation. This is the PDF of my blog. The address is right here on the screen now. You can visit my blog. You can download this PPT for your convenience. If you would like to have this PPT with you for proper revision, for more practice, then you can go there and you can download it by just a click. Let us have a look at the marking scheme. The question is of 4 marks. Earlier we have discussed it. Total 4 marks. 1 mark is specified for format, 2 marks for content, and 1 mark is for expression part. This is the marking scheme as specified by CBSE in the marking schemes, latest marking scheme. So let us have a look at the first type of invitation, that is formal invitation. Some features are mentioned here. You should keep the features in your mind whenever you are drafting, preparing an invitation, formal kind of invitation. It is a printed card format. Usually passive voice is used. This is very important. Language used is always polite and formal. Name of the host. We should mention all these things in the body. That name of the host. What is the program or ceremony for which we are requesting the person to attend. The venue, the place where this ceremony, this function will be organized. Then the most important thing is date and time. Both these things should be there. The date with particular specified time. And the name of the chief guest, if any. If any means if it is a community function, means if you are organizing an annual day in your school or some function is there in your society, then there could be some chief guest. But if some birthday celebration is there, the birthday boy or the birthday girl will be the chief guest itself. So we need not any chief guest. But if some community function is there, you must mention the name of the chief guest. Next comes The signature part. Signature is not mentioned anywhere, but address is given at the end. You are not at all supposed to sign this invitation. Just you are to put your address below. Receiver is supposed to send its reply. This is very, very, very important. Receiver to whom we are giving this invitation, the person is supposed to send a reply so that we may prepare ourselves accordingly. This is the format, simple format, so that you may prepare all formal invitations. There will not be any kind of a question. You will see in the examples we will solve that if the formal invitation is asked, every kind of formal invitation will fit into this format. What is the format? Let us discuss. First of all, we should mention the name of the host. The person who is hosting a program, who is celebrating a program, must be mentioned first. Then comes standard expression. Standard expression means request your benign presence or solicit your benign presence, will feel honorable to have your presence. Such kind of standard expression you can use. Then comes name of the ceremony and or function. This is very important. Suppose you are preparing this invitation, you prepared all the other parts very carefully, but you lost the name of the function or the ceremony, and for what purpose this invitation is. So this is very important part. Name of the function, its date, venue and time. These three things are very important. Then on date and time. In the next line we should mention the venue with full address. Suppose you are hosting a program in a hotel, then you should mention the name of the hotel and its address as well. Then comes a list of programs. Not more than 2-3 programs. Just you are to inform that our program will start at this time, so that the guest may reach the venue in time. You should mention 2 or 3, not more than 2 or 3, because the question is of only 4 marks. Then comes the name of the chief guest. Honorable Shri has kindly consented to be the chief guest on this occasion. If you are having a community function, school function, some function of your organization, company, then only you should mention the name of the chief guest. Otherwise, if you are having some personal function, then this chief guest, line of this chief guest must not be mentioned here. Please be careful when you are preparing your invitation, writing your invitation, that chief guest name should be mentioned only in community functions. Then comes RSVP. RSVP means please reply. Please reply. It is a French expression. Respondez s'il vous plaît. Respondez s'il vous plaît. This is a French expression and it means in English, please reply. So, below this RSVP, we are to mention the name and address of the host who is hosting the party. Then comes one more important part is best wishes. You have to mention these 2 lines as it is in every formal invitation, with best wishes from all nears and dears. And lastly, when the whole invitation is ready, we are to complete a box over it. You have to make a box over it. So this is all about the format part. We are supposed to prepare formal invitations in this format only. If you are preparing formal invitations in this format, surely you will score 4 out of 4. There is no chance for the evaluator to deduct any mark. So let us have some example. The question which appeared in 2018, set 1. The question is, you are Fayaz or Falak Mazumdar living at 39 Udhampur Colony, Shimla. You decide to hold a dinner party to congratulate your grandparents on their golden wedding anniversary. Draft a formal invitation. Formal invitation. Clear-cut mention is there that you are to draft a formal invitation in not more than 50 words to all family members to attend a grand dinner at home. So this is the question. You should be well aware that specifically formal invitation has been asked. So let us see the answer. This is the sample answer. Students, I have prepared for your convenience so that you may get a better idea of drafting formal invitations. First of all, the thing which we are to note is that who is the host? Who is the host? Fayaz or Falak Mazumdar, because he has decided to hold a dinner party. He has decided, or she has decided, you can. So Falak Mazumdar or Fayaz Mazumdar is the host. Now come to the answer. Fayaz Mazumdar and family. The name of the host is there. Then comes a line which we discussed, standard expression. Standard expression. Mention the standard expression. Solicit your benign presence, means this line is to be in every formal invitation. Just write it here. Then comes the name of the ceremony. What is the name of the ceremony? Ceremony is Golden Wedding Anniversary. Simply you are to copy these words from the question. To congratulate his grandparents, Mrs. and Mr. Sanjay Mazumdar. This is a fictitious name. You can take any other name as you wish. Then comes the date and time, venue, our sweet home, 30 Udhampur Colony, Shimla. Then comes the list of the programs, welcome of the guests, then dance and games, then comes dinner party. Time you can mention at your own convenience. One important thing here is that there is no chief guest. There is no chief guest because this is a personal function, and in personal function the host or for whom the party is organized will be the chief guest. So here the chief guest will be the grandparents of Fayaz Mazumdar. Next, the last section of this formal invitation is you have to write here RSVP, and in the same line of RSVP you have to mention with best wishes from. Then the next line is who is to be replied for this invitation? Mr. Fayaz Mazumdar, the name of the host and his address. And in the same line we have to mention here all nears and dears with best wishes from all nears and dears. And lastly we are to close this invitation in a box, this box. So this is all about the formal invitation writing. Another question we are taking for our practice. The question which appeared in 2019 set 121. In 2019 there were actually 5 sets 111, then 121, 131, like this, 141 and 151. And for all these 5 sets there were 3 sets, 1, then 2, then 3. Here also 1, 2, then 3, like this. So I have taken this question from set number 1 to 1. The question is, you are Dhruv or Deepa, either name you can take. Your father Dheeraj Garg of Gurugram wants you to draft an invitation to be sent to friends and relatives on the occasion of your elder sister's marriage. Prepare an invitation giving necessary details in not more than 50 words. Question is of 4 marks only. Here, important thing is that who is to host a party, who is to host this ceremony, this function? Mr. Dheeraj Garg. He is the host of the party. You are not the host, because you are to draft this invitation on behalf of your father. This is important thing. Next important thing is, what is the name of the function? Function name is elder sister's marriage. Elder sister's marriage means Shri Dheeraj Garg's daughter's marriage. And marriage will be between a girl and a boy. So there must be a name of a boy. But that is not mentioned here. And for that purpose you will have to imagine some name. So now we are heading towards our answer. This is the sample answer I have prepared. So we noted from the question that who is the host? Mr. Dheeraj Garg and family. Then comes solicit your gracious presence on the auspicious occasion of, and what is the occasion? The marriage ceremony of his daughter. Daughter name is not given also. You can imagine Deepti. With whom? Imagine name. I have taken Varun as imagine name. Then you are to mention his parentage and address also in very short. Son of Mr. Ayush Gupta, residing at New Delhi. On date and time on 30th of April 2020 at 9 p.m. Now venue is to be mentioned at Heaven Resort, Gurugram. The list of the programs are these 3: Welcome of Bharat 9 p.m, Jaimal and other ceremonials 9:30 p.m, then dinner party 10:30 p.m. till sleep. One important thing is that here also there is no chief guest, because this is a personal function, and in personal function the person for whom we are organizing the ceremony or the party or the function will be treated as the chief guest, will be the most special person for the day. And lastly we are to mention here the name of the person whom we are to send a reply. RSVP, please reply, Mr. Dhruv Garg, and this is also imagined number. Phone number is not given also in the question paper, but I have imagined this number. With best wishes from all nears and Dears. So friends, now it is time for practice. I am giving you 2 questions and I hope that you will solve these 2 questions in your answer books, answer sheets. And after preparing the answers, after preparing this box lastly, check the answers as per the guidelines mentioned above. The question is, you are Samir Malik, living at number 4 Zakir Bagh, Meerut. You and your friend decide to host a dinner. Who is the host? You and your friends decide to host a dinner to honor the teachers who have taught you in class 12th. Draft a formal invitation in not more than 50 words to all your teachers to a grand dinner at your residence. Formal invitation. It is clear cut mentioned here that you are to prepare a formal invitation. This is the practice question for you people. The second question for practice is, you are Mrs. Krishnamurthy. Your son is getting married. You are throwing a party to celebrate the occasion. On behalf of your husband and yourself, draft a formal invitation in not more than 50 words, inviting friends and relatives to attend the function. The important things are, who is hosting a party? Mr. and Mrs. Krishnamurthy. And what you are to draft here? A formal invitation. For which purpose? Your son is getting married. So there will be a name of the son name, and with whom we are also to mention here. So these 2 questions are for your practice. Both the questions have appeared in 2019 CBSE Outside Delhi Papers, set number 151 and 131. So this is for your practice. Friends, now we will discuss the other type of invitation, that is informal invitations. Informal. The specifications for this type of invitations are summarized here. First of all, it should be noted that it is in personal letter format. Personal letter format. We are personally inviting somebody for the function or the ceremony. Next important thing is that usually active voice is used, not passive voice. Language used is always personal, familial and warm. Then the same thing here, also we are to mention details of ceremony, venue, date and time. All these things are to be mentioned along with the personal urge to attend the ceremony, personal request to attend the ceremony. First and second person is preferred in writing. You will prefer first or second person. Then other difference from the formal invitation is signature is placed at the end because it is written in the letter format, so you are to place your signature also. And there is no reply or no need of reply for such kind of a invitation. No need of a reply. Here, for writing informal invitations, we have 2 kind of formats. one format we will use for our friends, close friends or relatives. The other one is for inviting some official, some officer. If we are to invite for our function, we are to use that kind of a special format. So first format is for our friends and relatives. It is very simple. First you have to mention your own address, self address in full with city name. Then comes date. You have to mention here the date in particular, not this word. Date means suppose 30th April, then you have to mention here 30 April 2020. Salutation. Salutation means you will mention here the word dear and relation. If you are writing an invitation to your uncle, then you have to mention here dear uncle. Suppose you are writing an invitation to your cousin, then you will mention here dear cousin. Then comes the content part. You have to mention the name of the occasion, venue, date, time and reason of invitation. And lastly, the subscription part, yours sincerely. And in bracket you have to mention the name, or you can put here the signature. Other format that is used to invite some official is somehow different. This is personal letter format. When we are writing personal letters, then we use this format as per CBSE guidelines. As per NCERT books class 11th Hornbill, you can check all those formats there. These are specifically mentioned in Hornbill. Now this is the format for inviting some official for our ceremony or program or some party. First you have to mention the name and full address of the organization. Then comes date. Then receiver's name and address. The name of the address, name and address of the receiver whom we are writing this invitation should be mentioned here. Then comes subject, salutation. Then comes content part, and lastly subscription. Yours sincerely, name and then designation who is writing this invitation. So this will be the format for informal invitation official, when we are using this for official purpose. So let us see some examples so that you may be well aware of the formats and the kind of content you are to mention here, and how to attempt the question so that you may be able to score 100% marks, 4 out of 4 marks. So let us see some examples. So friends, let us see an example. You are Amrita Rao of 35 Eastern Land Colony, Jaipur. Write an invitation to invite all your friends Suraj Kumar for the party you are giving to celebrate your selection in UGC NET JRF. Important contents from the question we are to pick are: for which purpose the party is organized, selection in UGC NET JRF, who is hosting this party, Amrita Rao or Amrit Rao. His address or her address is given here, 35 Eastern Land Colony, Jaipur. So now let us see the answer. As this is personal invitation to Mr. Suraj, then we will write here First we will mention here our own self address, 35 Eastern Land Colony, Jaipur. Then we will mention here date of writing this invitation, 20th April 2020. Then comes salutation part, dear and relation. Here you can mention dear friend or his name, dear Suraj. Then comes content part. In content we are to mention the name of celebration, the reason of celebration, date, venue, time. All these things are to be mentioned in 2-3 lines only, because the answer should be in 50 words only. Only 50 words are required, not more than this. So look at the simple answer I have prepared. I am feeling highly elated in inviting you to celebrate my success. Because you are writing this invitation. Celebrate my success in UGC NET JRF recently conducted. I cordially request your benign presence to join me at the success party at 8 p.m. on 30th April. And the venue is at my home. Home means this address. So all these things are mentioned here. Please recheck. First of all, the name of the celebration. So this is the celebration of a success party in UGC NET. Then comes date and time. Yes, we have mentioned date and time. Then comes venue. Yes, we have mentioned the venue. Okay, and we are requesting personally. I cordially request your benign presence. Means there is no space left for the examiner to deduct any kind of a mark. Lastly, thank you and subscription. Yours truly or yours sincerely, Amrita. This is the name mentioned in the question. You can pick from the question itself. This could be a sample answer for CBSE purpose, so that you may be able to score 4 out of 4 marks. Let us see another example. The question is, you are Nainai Com, head boy, head girl of Loktak High School, Manipur. Your school wishes to honor an old student of your school, the famous boxer Mary Com. You are to honor Miss Mary Com for all her numerous achievements by inviting her to the school annual day as the chief guest. You are to request her to be the chief guest for the annual day of your school. Write a formal invite. Write a formal invite in not more than 50 words to be sent to Mary Com requesting her presence on the occasion. The question appeared in 2019 CBSE Set 141. Here a confusion is there. Confusion is of the format. Which kind of format we are to use, because we have been asked to prepare formal invitation. Formal invitation. Okay, we can make formal invitation beautifully because we have studied it recently. We can make it. But the problem is that you are to request her presence on the occasion. When personal request is to be made, then it is only possible in informal invitations. But under informal invitation, which format we will use? The formal letter format. Formal letter format we will use here. This is specifically mentioned here that you are to send a request, requesting her presence on the occasion. This is not possible in formal invitation, because in formal invitation we just mention that solicit your gracious presence on the occasion. This is the only line we mention at the top, but we do not mention such kind of request. So I think, as per my opinion, the simple answer for this question could be this one. So look at the answer. First you have to mention here the self-address, Loktak High School, Manipur. Then comes date. Then the name of the receiver, Miss Marycom. Her address is not given there, but a mention is given that she has been an earlier student of your school. Earlier student of your school means, where is your school located? Manipur. So you have to mention here Manipur. Then comes subject, invitation to preside over the annual day ceremony. Then comes salutation, respected ma'am. Our school is going to organize its annual day on 30th April 2020. In the school auditorium, venue is mentioned, program is mentioned. The name of the program is scheduled to be of 3 hours from 10 am to 1 pm. On behalf of our school, I would like to extend a cordial invitation to you to be the guest of honor at the function. It would be our privilege if you consent to grace this occasion with your esteemed presence. Means you are making a personal request here. This could be a perfect answer and you will be awarded full 4 marks. Lastly, thank you. Then subscription, yours sincerely, Nene Head Boy. The designation of the person who is drafting this invitation. So this is all about formal invitation and informal kind of invitation. Under informal we studied 2 kind of formats, and now it is time for some questions that you will prepare yourself. The questions are: on 30th November, your school is going to hold its annual day, not hold, held. Annual day, annual sports day. You want Mr. Dhanraj Pillai, a noted hockey player, to give away the prizes to the budding sports person of the school. Write a formal invitation in about 50 words requesting him to grace the occasion. You are Karuna Karan, Sports Secretary, Sunrise Global School, Agra. The question appeared in CBSE Outside Delhi 2016. The next question is: the literary club of your school is putting up the play. The name of the play is Waiting for Godot. As a secretary of the club, draft an invitation inviting the famous writer Sudesh Gupta to be the guest of honor at the function. Write an invitation in not more than 50 words. In second question, it is very important to note that there is no mention of any kind of format. Either you are to draft it in formal style or in informal style. But if you are sending some request to the person personally, then as per my opinion, you should use informal invitation format. Because in that kind of format only you are making a request to the person in personal style language is also used. It is written in the first or second person. It is written in active voice, not passive voice. So you should use here informal invitation formats. So this is all about invitation drafting, friends, and I hope that you will prepare these answers in your notebooks so that it will be quite helpful for you people to prepare for CBSE annual examination. Thank you very much. Thanks for being with me. See you in the next video. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.